Leading to solar savings in a flash.
Hello, my name is Randy and I work as a financial analyst for SolarFund.
Hi, I'm Genevieve and I work for marketing manager.
Hello, my name is Eric and I'm a design engineer.
Hello, my name is Tao and I'm the project manager. Now, you may be wondering, what is Solar Flash? Well, we are a solar power company that strives to provide the public with clean and reusable solar energy with the most efficiency at a low price and at the same time ensure future prosperity for our future shareholders.
Shocking, isn't it? So, how does solar work? We start with sunlight hitting onto the solar panels, which create DC electricity. However, your houses do not run on DC electricity, so we have an inverter which converts that energy to AC energy, alternating current. It goes to a utility meter, which can measure how much power you are generating, which then goes to power appliances in your home. However, whatever extra energy you have, you can sell them to the power to the grid and make extra profit. Well, you're not making a profit.
Sorry. Okay. So if that didn't convince you enough, why would you switch to solar? Well, the most obvious reason is that you want to lower your electricity bills. The less energy you get from your utility company, the more energy you make from the sun, the lower your electricity bills will go down. Another big reason is because solar energy is environmentally friendly. Normally, electricity is generated through burning of fossil fuels, which pollutes the air and contributes to the greenhouse effect, which warms our climate. And also, adding solar panels to your home would increase your home value, making your house worth more. If you decide to sell it somewhere down the line, you get a little more out of the deal. And finally, it stimulates the local economies. We gotta have guys put solar panels on your house, and to do that, we gotta hire them. More jobs, better economy.
So why would you choose us? Well, we offer impeccable customer service. Our friendly staff is always by the phone to cater to your needs. And we also remove inadequate panels, but that won't be necessary because we have a #1 ranking out of all the solar companies. And we cater to your needs, and we know you care about aesthetics, and so do we. That's why we offer black panels with no grid lights. And we have a 25-year warranty compared to other companies' 10-year warranties.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Yang, we know that you and your family are really into the latest upcoming technology, and that's exactly what our company can provide for you. Solar power is not only a cleaner way to live, but it's one of the U.S. most up-and-coming industry. So, on here we can see that you are using an average cost of 25 cents per kilowatt hour with an annual rate of 12,050 kilowatts, and you have about 5.7 hours of sunlight per day, which if you were to go with our company, we will be able to decrease your average cost and at the same time hopefully decreases your annual usage, which will turn the world to a better place, even if it's a little step at a time.
Okay, so we know about sunlight, how it's always strongest at the equator. So the greatest intensity comes from the southwest, and our solar roof orientation is already 240 degrees. We will pitch the tilt of each solar panel to a 23-degree angle so we can get the best and strongest intensity of sunlight. While our roof area we'll be working with is 550 for 1 feet squared, which is a perfect amount to install our solar panels. So now as you can see here, we'll be setting up our 2 strings of 8 panels each. And currently we have to work with is 329.6 inches long and a width of 122.6 inches wide. This is enough space for us to install both two strings of 8 panels each.
As you heard from Eric in the last slide, we have a total of 16 panels, as the amount we need, 2 strings of 8, and those are going to produce a raw power rating of 5,760, which we round up to about 5.8 kilowatts of DC electricity. And the inverter we chose for that is the SPR 5000M because that meets the power requirement for our panels. And now moving on to the financial aspect of our system, which is probably the most important part. The cost of the system is $15,840. That may seem like a lot, but wait. Depending on which payment option you choose, you can qualify for a 30% federal investment credit, which when you file your taxes at the end of the fiscal year, the government can give you back 30% of the total cost, which is $4,752. And with our solar panels, every year you're going to be saving $2,220.31. And that all comes down to a total investment cost of $11,088.
So, your simple payback will be after 5 years, which means after these 5 years, you will technically get electricity for free. And if you have extra electricity, you will be able to sell them to companies and earn a little bit of money back.
So your return on investment will be 20%. And we offer 3 types of payments, which are loan, lease, and purchase. So for lease, as you can see, there's no upfront cost, and the monthly payments are less than your average electricity bill, and you do not own it. For purchase, you qualify for a 30% federal income tax, and it will increase your home value, and you own it. Loan is similar to purchase, but you have flexible payment options available.
Now, in our professional opinion, we suggest that you get a loan because, as we can see in your files, you have an excellent tax record and you have paid for half of your mortgage, which is an incredible thing to do because not many people can do that. So we suggest for loans because banks will be more flexible with the income, with the amount that they give you. And if you were to own the system, you will be able to apply for the federal income tax, which will decrease the price that you will pay. Plus, you will own the system. How many people can say they own a solar system? All right. Thank you for listening. If you have any more questions, please visit our website, inserted right here. And we would like to give a special thanks to our consultant, Ms. Liu Tran, because she's amazing and she helped us do a lot of the stuff. Thank you very much. Here are social media links.
Also catch us on our Twitter using hashtag SunPower Academy or @SolarFlash. Now, remember, helping the ecosystem, saving the environment, and saving money doesn't begin with us. It all begins with you when you purchase your system, and the savings start in a flash. Thank you.
I really loved your logo and slogan, and I just thought that was incredibly catchy and well done, so I thought it was something that stood out to me. One thing I noticed, and I think another group did it as well too, was when they were discussing that 23-degree tilt. So just to clarify, with most residential systems, the panels are actually installed just on the fixed degree that is the roof, which is 23 degrees. So that's not how your company would be angling them or orienting them. So my question to you is, and we briefly went over this in the class, but what would be the ideal orientation or angle for a solar panel at this latitude?
30 degrees.
Yeah, and specifically we're about 36 degrees, so even 36.
Yeah, I love your presentation. I love your energy. I've said that before with the other groups too. You also had a sense of humor, which was nice. You know, it made me feel less anxious about understanding the technology, etc. Beautiful slides. Really, really good stuff.
We want to treat our customers like VIP. Making you happy makes us happy.
That you had that prepared too.
Featured marketing.
Very well done.
Question about purchasing solar panels. I'm wondering about wear and tear. So how long they last usually, and what happens after they're no longer working as well.
They usually last for about 30 years. Yeah. And if there's any issue, like we have a 25-year warranty, so we could.
Change this bit instead of flash.
No, great job, guys. Love the presentation. Love that you went more into the customer service portion of it. Very, very important in this day and age. And cost specific, specific how much it's going to cost. And actually, we had one more question about the customer. customer, you said that your customer likes to use the latest technology. Was there anything else that you knew about the customer?
I know that their family are really into the new technology, like I said before. So I feel that in the future they're going to be purchasing more eco-friendly technology. So hopefully that will decrease their annual service and annual usage, and that means that our solar panel will be able to provide more for them, and they can use that extra energy to maybe make a little bit of cash back.
I want to emphasize the customer portion of it because customer really is very important, and I think you emphasized in the beginning that you cares what your customer wants and needs, and it sounds like you go back and do surveys with your customers to make sure that you have customer satisfaction. It's really nice.
Thank you.
About customers, we shouldn't treat our customers like regular customers that walk in and leave. We should treat them like we're welcoming them to a new home and changing their environment. We want to make sure they feel comfortable and happy with their home.
Dinner at Eric's house tonight, everybody!
Thank you, Flash.
Good job.
Great. So that, for everyone in the room right now, that was the last of our presentations. I was amazed. I know that I wasn't here the last 2 days, so just to see where you were on Tuesday to where you are now, I was very impressed, and I'm excited to talk to you all a little bit more after too. But we are actually going to do a switch with the group next door. So I'll ask all the judges to pass your graded, I guess, or paperwork to the side, and I'll collect those. And then for all of the